Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the UConn versus Creighton college basketball matchup on Wednesday, January 17th, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we've done, you'll love our premium picks. Use the discount code PICK to get 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text that number that you see on the screen. They're not available on the website. But let's get to this one. UConn taking on Creighton, Big East college basketball matchup. Two ranked teams. Of course, Connecticut at the top of the rankings. They are the defending national champs. And how the defending national champs can't be ranked number one going into the season until someone knocks them off. Never understand that in any of the college sports. The guys who do the rankings, they just simply don't get it. In fact, I don't even think they watch the games or really pay much attention to what's going on. Maybe they just watch the highlights on one of those highlight shows, something that, well, I've never watched. But anyways, we look at UConn 15-2 on the season, a perfect 9-0 at home in stores. Meanwhile, Creighton 12-4 and 4-1 straight up and against the number on the road. So Creighton, really some of their best basketball this season has taken place on the road. When we look at these two teams, we know UConn won the national championship last year, but they split their games with Creighton during the regular season. Each team winning at home, but UConn actually covered the spread in both those as they were 4.5-point dogs in their visit to Creighton. We look at Creighton, it is 4 consecutive wins. That game last time out at home against St. John's, they didn't cover the spread, but what a war that was as they pulled it out late in the game that really could have gone either way. In the Big East, they've played Villanova and Marquette, lost to both of those teams, then wins over Georgetown, Providence, DePaul, and St. John's. So kind of a mix there as far as their Big East play has gone. Out of conference, wins against a good Nebraska team and against Alabama. Did not cover the spread in that one. Meanwhile, when we look at UConn, last year we saw this team just pretty much strong all season long. Not a huge surprise to us that they won the national title. And when you look at what they've done in the Big East so far, they started with that 15-point loss at Seton Hall and have reeled off 5 consecutive wins since then, covering in most of them except for last time out against Georgetown where they were laying 21 points, just didn't get that, couldn't cover the 3 touchdowns in that one. They've got wins over North Carolina, that loss at Kansas, win over Gonzaga, really not much to say one way or another. I mean, UConn is the defending national champs for a reason. When we look at what Creighton does, they can shoot the 3 extremely well. They shoot from the floor really well. We know this about these guys. And UConn, if they have a weakness, it is defending the perimeter. So that's where Creighton is going to have to get to them. But when we look at the rebounding, boy, UConn really, really strong on the boards. And I think that is where that's where Creighton is going to have some problems because UConn can really hit the offensive boards. And I think, defensive boards seems to, most teams can get those, but the offensive boards, it's kind of an art form. And when you're shooting at 50.8% to begin with, that makes it even tougher, and 35.9% from beyond the arc. And if the game was in Creighton, I might feel differently, but I'm going to take UConn here, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.